how are we doing? We are in the afternoon now, and yes, the title is correct. We're going to be breaking down Paddy Pimblett. Made his UFC debut this past weekend, burst on the UFC scene, he's pretty much taken it by storm. I checked his Instagram actually during fight week, he had like 35,000 followers. Now the dude has well over 500,000. He's blowing up right now, and in this video I'm pretty much just going to break down, what I thought of his performance, how I see him performing against some of the people that are in the top of the lightweight division, and is he the next cash cow for the UFC? Before we get into that though, I gotta fix my hair up. I feel like if we're going to be talking about Paddy Pimblett, I have to have a proper hairstyle, so let me catch you guys in the bathroom. Guessing step one, probably got to get your hair wet, especially if it's not at the optimal condition you want it to be at. Probably dampen up your hair. Might even help too if you got a comb. And it's funny, yes, I know, my comb looks like Sean O'Malley's teeth. And just make sure we're evenly distributing the water. Bingo, there you have it, simple as that. Now that we got the hair all squared away, I think we are ready to talk about Paddy Pimblett. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Some of you guys may or may not be aware that actually Pimblett was offered to be in the UFC 2 times prior before this Saturday, and I think it's pretty smart. I mean, it shows his confidence as well. I mean, if there's one thing that we do know about Paddy Pimblett, he's incredibly confident, and a lot of people, when they get that opportunity to come into the UFC, it's like a last-minute fight. All the cards are stacked against them. They're probably going to get beat, but they're just going to go ahead and take the opportunity because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to get in the UFC. Pimblett was offered that opportunity twice and turned it down, which I applaud him for because he wanted to get a little bit more experience. He wanted to season himself and be a little bit more prepared before he jumps into the deep waters that is the UFC, which is smart. I mean, his confidence is tangible. You can see it in his interviews, whether it's his post-fight press conference, you name it. He's very, very confident. He has the sound bite, and even his fight style, he's very confident the way he walks people down. He throws all kinds of crazy techniques. It's almost like he has zero regard for his opponent. However, I will say though, in his UFC debut, he did do this exact thing, and it did kind of put him in a little bit of trouble. One thing I will say about Pimblett is he fights with his hands down, and I'm not going to hate on somebody for fighting with their hands down because there's a lot of great fighters. I mean, one of the best boxers of all time, Muhammad Ali, fought with his hands down, but he had very good head movement. He'd get his hands up fast, and he was a very fast twitch person. Paddy Pimblett, to me, doesn't seem like he's somebody that's very fast twitch. Somebody that's fast twitch, when they throw those techniques, it looks so effortless and fast. To me, when he throws some of those things like the switch kick and stuff, it just looks a little bit more labored. And to further that, I feel like that was part of the reason why he was getting in trouble against VENMO, was because he would be throwing shots and then just kind of not reacting right away, and then he would get caught with a big overhand. And I think also too, some of that has to go with managing range and distance. I don't feel like Pimblett does a great job of managing range. He throws a lot of very diverse kicks and he keeps you thinking, but he doesn't do it in a way that manages distance. But it was weird because it seemed like he was either too far out where he's just throwing crazy kicks like the switch kick, or he's up close where he's blitzing and he's throwing hooks up close. And then when he would try to break away, it didn't seem like he had the footwork to circle out. He was framing off of VENMO and pulling back with his head, which kind of makes me nervous because that's a great way to get knocked out. And I know that Pimblett's big thing is he says that Scousers don't get knocked out, which, I mean, he showed us that he does have a chin. However, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Just ask Darren Till. Now, I will say Pimblett is still young. He's 26 years old. He has at least 4 years to grow before he kind of gets into his prime years. He has plenty of time to really fix up some of these holes. And honestly, I don't think some of these holes are like make or break things in terms of your career. I mean, in terms of fighting ability, he showed that he's very well rounded. He can stand and bang on his feet. We saw that clearly on Saturday. Even on the ground, he has 17 wins. He has 8 submissions on his record, so almost half of his wins are by submission. He can finish you on the feet. He can finish you on the ground. He's got a chin on him so he can take a shot. And in terms of intangibles of being a star, he has the character, he has the look to him, he has the sound bite and the confidence, and he can captivate an audience. He has every single attribute and an intangible that you would want for somebody to be a UFC star. However, I will say this. I think the UFC is kind of doing him a disservice right now. I think they're pushing him a bit too hard. Because if somebody like VENMO is able to tag you up and almost, I mean, not saying VENMO looked like he was going to put him away, but it looked like he was getting a little bit dicey there for a second for Pimblett. And if VENMO is somebody that's able to do that to you, and he's only 1-2 in the UFC, and you're in the lightweight division, it's one of the most stacked divisions in the UFC, somebody like a Dustin Poirier, a Justin Gaethje, somebody that can take a shot and land hard shots back, I don't know if you're gonna make it out of a fight like that, Paddy Pimblett, against somebody like Poirier or Gaethje when you're getting tagged up like that. And I would probably argue that both those guys hit harder than VENMO. Bleacher Report, SportsCenter, ESPN, UFC, everybody's just promoting the crap out of this kid, and I think it is great for him because he is doing what he is setting out to do. But I do think it is a little bit too premature. I mean, a great example is another Liverpool star, Darren Till, who came into the UFC undefeated, knocking everybody out, had all the confidence in the world, sounded very similar to Pimblett on the mic, very brash, very confident, even in his fight style, would just walk people down with zero regard for his opponent or their ability at all, and then gets humbled pretty badly against Jorge Masvidal.
you could definitely see the clear effect it had on his confidence. Darren Till does not act anywhere near the same he used to act when he was coming up and had all the momentum and hype behind him. He's a completely different fighter now.
Who does the gorilla want next?
Fucking everyone and anyone, I don't care. I'm not scared of anyone. To tell you the utmost truth, I didn't even want to go out there tonight. I was thinking of ways to like fake an injury and like even walk out there tonight. I was so terrified.
And I just feel like for the UFC to be pushing him this hard, say there is some hiccup along the line because he did get tagged up a little bit in his UFC debut, and he's going to be stepping up in competition the more he fights. I just don't think they should be pushing him as hard. I will say though, Pimblett does seem like he is somebody that is equipped to be able to handle this. He can deal with the pressure. I mean, the adversity he faced in his fight, he never once showed like he was backing up or he was starting to get nervous or anything like that. He stayed calm, he stayed calm, he stayed composed. So we'll see. Only time will be able to tell. If you're asking me though, do I believe that Paddy Pimblett is going to be the next UFC star, like a Conor McGregor type of person? I don't think so. If I do the MMA math in my head from watching him and watching other people, I don't think he's going to be able to compete at the highest, a high level in the lightweight division. I still think he's going to be exciting. He still definitely could be a big name, but I don't see him reaching like a Conor McGregor status. I don't know. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts, your opinions in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. How do you guys see Paddy Pimblett's career playing out?
I hope you guys did enjoy this video though. If you guys did, please be sure to drop a like, share this video if you guys know one else that enjoy this type of content. Please, please, please send my video their way. The likes, the comments, subscribe, everything you guys give me is free to you guys. It's completely invaluable to me, and I'm really, really trying to grow some of this channel. Also too guys, here in like the next week or so, I'm probably going to take a week off just so I can strictly grind out like more video ideas and really kind of work on elevating my content and taking it to the next level, because I kind of get in these routines where I'm making videos every single week, but it does kind of get monotonous and I feel like it gets to a point where there's diminishing returns. So I want to take 1 week break. I'm still going to be doing the podcast just so I can kind of let my mind reset and just work on video ideas and work on elevating the content. Like, comment, subscribe though. Till next time, I'll catch you guys later. I have no idea why my dog is licking the snot out of my bed. That's disgusting.